Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Friday, 4/27, April 27th, and today we're going to talk about fusion tables and adding the fusion table. I know we've done this before, but we're going to go back over it because some students are having fun or are having problems with it. All right, we are back, and today we're going to be inserting data into the fusion table. Yesterday we talked about inserting data into the tiny database. Now we're going to put it into the table on the fusion table. So today I'm going to go back through on how to create a fusion table on the drive. And the first thing we want to do is look to see how we want to set it up. So we're going to go into our blocks. And what do we want? We want, and you can take a picture of this with your phone. This is all the stuff right here. We want to insert into the fusion table. So if you just take a picture of this with your phone, right here, you want to insert owner name, contractor name, rating, total rating score, global rating count, your average rating, your date and time, and your comments. All right, so you need to remember those. So take a picture of that screen right there so you can go back to that on your phone and put that into the fusion table. All right, so here we go. Let's go back to Thunkable for a second. And let's go back up here. We need to create some variables. If you guys remember, so what we do is we're going to create some variables up here, and I believe it's called ratings. So you want to go capital letters here. That means this is a constant. Rating table URL. It's going to be, we're going to get a text box in there. We're going to get another variable in here. We want rating table. You guys remember what they were? ID. And in here we want rating table service account email. Do you guys remember that? Service account email. All right, so those are the things that we want to get from the table URL, that's where it's located at, the table ID, and the table service account email. All right, so you guys remember doing that? All right, so let's go into your drive, and we're going to go into our drive. All right. And what we want to do is we want to create a new fusion table. So it's not in there. You want to go to more. Yep, there it is. Fusion tables. If not, go to connect more apps and just type in fusion tables. It'll come up. I'm going to go fusion table. And we want to create an empty table. And there you go. This is not hard. And there it is, and you can give it a name. Just go click on this name up here. This pops up. We're going to call this 5-star rating. And you want to hit save. And now you're going to go into here, and you want to go into tools, or I'm sorry, edit, change columns. There's your columns. And the first one, let's go back to that picture you took on your phone, okay? So in here, you're going to have O name. This is going to be the owner name. And that's going to be a text. You're good there. You're going to go down to the second one. The number is going to be contractor name. So I'm just going to call it C name. The next one is the rating. C name is not a number, so let's go in here and change it to a text. You're going to go down to location, and you're going to get rating. All right, the rating is going to be a number. All right, so that's going to be a number. Just think about it. Date and time, we do what in date and time? And you can format that, date and time, that's cool. So if you want to type in date, time in here to know that you're going to get both of them, that's cool. If you want to do that as a text, you can. You can do it this way too, and then here's your formats. If you want to select a format, you can. I probably would just do a text and let the Android mobile app do the formatting for you. Are you with me on that? So either way is fine. Just since I know that the Android app has the formatting in it, I can let the Android app do it and then just let it be a text. Text can be just like anything. You know what I mean? We can write cat, dog, whatever we want there. All right, so the next thing we want is, do we really need total rating score? And do we really need the average rating? We do need their average rating. So let's go create a new one here and a new column. And what do we want to call this? Average rating or a cumulative rating? Average rating. So av rating. I'm just going to simplify it to be av rating. And date and time, and then we need comments. So we're going to go one more column, and we're going to put in comments in here. Okay. Now, does everybody see the naming of that? Because when you insert the data, you have to have all those columns exactly like we have it there. Are you with me on that? It's got to be letter for letter, capital O, capital N-A-M-E, capital C, capital N-A-M-E. Are you with me? Capital R rating, capital date, capital time, capital av rating, capital comments. Are you with me? Everything's got to be the same. All right, so let's go ahead and save that. There you go, pops up. There it is, and you guys can go right here and you can change these column lists if you want. I don't want to do that. What did I just do? Okay. There I go. You can change here's a rating, doesn't have to be the big. Date and time is going to be pretty big because you're going to have the average rating, doesn't have to be that big. And then comments is going to be very big. All right. So now you want to go into tools and you want to go into file about this table. And here's your table ID right there. So you're going to go right there. You're going to right click on it and copy it. You're going to go into Thunkable, and there's my table ID right there. Boom. Done. How many people got that? All right. Now we're going to go back into the FusionTable. We're going to find it. Okay. Here it is. Done. And now we're going to go into Publish. And this is your URL. So right click on that, copy that, go back into Thunkable, table URL, right click and paste. Boom, done, there's your URL. Now the URL is if you want to view it, right? Which, if you guys had, I'm going to say this again, I taught you this before. If you guys had confidential data in here like credit cards, Chris, you doing this? If you guys have credit card information and bank account information, are you ever going to view this? No. So this is really, I think, kind of antiquated. I probably would not ever use this. But, you know, if we want, and if we can get the table to rate these things and rank them for us, then we could go ahead and just view the table, and that would be fine. All right, so let's keep going. How are we doing so far? You're doing good. You want to go into Tools and Publish. All right, that's already done. I'm sorry. You want to go into Share, and we want to change this so it's not private. We want to change it so that's anyone with the link. All right, hit Save. And we're going to come back to this right here. See how my email is in here? All right, but we want to come back to this, and we're going to add that service account email that we're going to create right now on the developer website. You guys with me? So remember this box here, because we got to come back to this box after we make the service account ID. And where do you make that at? In your developers.console.google.com. All right, that's where we're going to go now. So keep this up. We'll come back to that, add that service account email, and then we'll add that email to the Thunkable. We're going to create the P12 key, add the P12 key in, and then we're done. You guys with me? And then we'll write code. Here we go. Who's getting this so far? Is this getting easier this time? Is it getting a little... Right. Well, I'm trying to make it simple, just straightforward. This is how you do it. All right. So now what we want to do is go into, okay, let's go into here. Let's go into, I can't remember, I think it's console. Yeah, there it is. Console.developers.google.com. All right. And you guys got to log in with your Google account. All right. And you guys are going to see my data tables in here. Okay, a lot of stuff in here, BigQuery, APIs. And by the way, guys, you need to be getting familiar with all this stuff as much as you can. Calendar APIs, Marketplace APIs, Cloud SQLs, Cloud Storage, Drive APIs. All right. So what I want to do is go into here, all right, and I want to add a new Fusion table. So you're going to go in here and add, well, what are we going to call it? 5-star rating. All right. And you guys can just use this 5-star rating, this ID right here. It doesn't really matter. And I'll call it a demo. And there you go. And then that let me form my own name right there. That's fine. Go ahead and hit create. All right. You're going to enable APIs and services. And you're going to search for, what are we searching for? What API do we want to? Fusion table, right? So you want a Fusion table. So, you know, there you go. You want to add the Fusion table to it. There you go. All right. And that's it. Gather, visualize, and share information. All right, so we want to manage this guy. We want to go to credentials. And here, I'm wrong. So, guys, this happens all the time. Make sure that you are on the right one. See, right now I'm on the wrong one. All right, so you got to go click on this guy here. And see how you guys see that? It's antiquated. It will take you to a different one. Make sure you go click on that 5-star rating. This is kind of weird here. It always does that to me. So make sure you go click on the right one that we want. We want the 5-star rating demo. Then hit create credentials. And we want to create a service account key because it's going to be a service account. All right? So give it a name. Okay? I mean, just the same thing is fine. 5-star rating demo, and it really doesn't matter. We're going to copy and paste all this. Your role is the IAM. You're the security reviewer. Okay, so hit that, and you want a P12 file, and you're going to hit create, and it's going to create that P12 file, and there's your key. It's okay. And there it is. It's down here. So what we want to do is we want to go back to Thunkable. All right. And we want to go into the designer page. And you want to click on your Fusion table and go get that key file. All right. And you're going to upload. You're going to go to downloads where I just got that from. And look for that P12 file. There it is right there. Boom. And it's got the little key on it. Okay. You're going to hit OK. And it's going to upload that. You guys with me? All right, let's go back here to service account. All right, so let's go to service account. We're done with that. All right, so let's go back here. Click on this. And where am I? Just take me back. And there it is. So you guys want to go manage service accounts. And there's your key ID. Are you with me? And then here is the service account email. You guys with me? So right click there, copy there. Let's go to Thunkable. It doesn't matter. We got to go to a couple places with this. Here's your service account email. You're going to hit paste. Okay, it's really big. That's cool. And then you got to go back to your drive, your Fusion table, and there you go. You got to go here, invite people, hit paste, and then you could either send, notify, or not. It doesn't really matter. Hit OK. And there it is. That 5-star rating demo account is added to here. And now that console.developers has access to the Fusion table. It now can communicate with it. You guys with me on that? And now all we have to do is go back and write code. So we're done setting up the table. Now all we got to do is write code, insert it into the table, and voila, we are done. Okay? All right. So let's go back into Thunkable, and we'll go here, and let's go ahead and create a procedure. And this procedure is going to be called insert data into Fusion table. All right. And everywhere in here, I'm just going to go right here, and everywhere I have one of these stars, every time they click a star, we want to insert the table into the Fusion table. Oh, looks like I already created one, saved a Fusion table. All right, so I'll just delete this guy. All right, so insert data into Fusion table. This is going to be called insert data into Fusion table. What's up, Joel? And this is going to be called insert data in Fusion table. And down here, this is going to be called insert data in the Fusion table. And down here, this is going to be called insert data in Fusion table. All right, and now all we do is we go back here, and we're going to write code for this. Are you with me on that? All right, so here we go. All right, welcome back. So what I did is I went into a former app that I have, and I'm just going to go back, and I went and got some insert data code in here. So you're going to see me go into my backpack here and pull out some stuff. And if you guys don't know how to use a backpack, I would learn, because it's a really good tool. So you have to rewrite code. Yeah, let's go get the backpack. Maybe. All right, so I'm having problems with the backpack. I don't know what's going on with it. But I don't know. Not getting it to work. I'm not seeing anything in there. So anyway, I went back and took pictures of it, and we can do this manually. And maybe that'll be good for this. So here you're going to initialize everything. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and initialize the Fusion table. So go down and go to your Fusion table control. Probably should put a better name on that. So let's go into Designer. Let's go into your Designer. Let's name this Fusion table control ratings. Control ratings. There we go. Not much different there, but that's fine. Just make it very simple so everybody knows what we're doing. So you're going to go into FusionTables, and you want to set up the service account email. So go find your service account email. There it is. Set this. and you're just going to go up to this right here and go ahead and get it. And that's done. And now you're going to go to your user service authentication is going to be true. And like I said, you can always just type the word out true. There it goes. It's in there. And now you're done. Now you're ready to use the table. So we're going to call insert data. And insert data is going to use a quotify because that's the way it has to go in there. So you have to write a procedure called quotify. If not, it won't work. And we'll write that right here. This is called quotify. And you want to add a string to it. So go ahead and add an input. And then input's going to be str string. And you want to get a join. Oops, wrong one. We want with results here. So let's delete that guy. Start over. Quotify with results. You're going to put in string here, taking in an argument. And you're going to go join. Go get a text join here. And you need some quotes here. And I want to take the apostrophe, replace all text and get string. So go to your replace all text and get string. And you want to go ahead and get the string. And you want to find the segment that is a quote, and you want to replace it with a double quote because that's what they take. So that's a way to manipulate your data. So if they're looking for double quotes and yours is in single quotes, well then find the single quote and change it to a double quote, and then it satisfies the Fusion table. Are you with me on that? Okay, so that's what that's doing. And now you guys can come over here. We have this done. So now you can come back here to your insert data, and we're going to go get our Fusion table. And there it is, insert row. That's not hard. By the way, did you guys see this? This is the query right here, send query, and here's how you do a query. All right, so you guys can go through here and learn how to set up a query. All right, I can show you that. It's all using some JSON coding, not very hard. So what's the table ID here? Well, you go back up here and you get your table ID. We've already done that. So that comes down here. You just plug that in. Okay, what are the columns? So owner columns ID. No, we're not going to do that. So the columns, you got to go get this text right here. Okay. And you got to go get the exact columns that we did. So go back to your Fusion table and take a picture of this right here. Get your camera out with your phone and take a picture of this right here. So I'm going to take a picture of my exact columns. I did that. That was simple. Thank God for phones. You go back into Funkable, and okay, this is going to be O name, comma, C name. Make sure there's no space. Make sure it's spelled right. Rating, date, time, spelled exactly like I see it. Av, rating, and comments. Everybody see how I did that? Those are the exact column headings that we made in the table. That should look exactly like this. In order. Are you with me? All right. That's not that hard. Is that hard? No. Once you do this once, it's not that hard. Now you go get your values, and you're going to do a big, huge join here. We got to join all this stuff together. Okay? So you're going to call quotify, procedure call. Oh, I never named it. Sorry. So this guy over here should be called quotify. There it is, quotify. All right, now we're going to go over here and call quotify. And we're going to trim it. Okay, so I'm going to go to string. I'm going to trim it, get rid of all the spaces. I'm going to ucase it so it goes into my database exactly the same way. Are you guys with me? Okay, so it's easier to search the database and find something that you know is all caps. All right, and then what are you going to put in here? Well, the first thing you want to insert is owner name. So you're going to go ahead and get the owner name. All right, and that goes right here. OName is going to have the owner name go right into it. And then you need a separation of a comma. So the next one is going to be separate this with a comma. All right, and then we just keep doing a bunch of joins here. So how many do we need? We got 2 for each one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more, so we need 10 of these. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I actually think it's 9, but we'll see. All right, now we're going to go in here and quotify this, and the next one's going to be the contractor name. And we're going to go ahead and duplicate this, and if you want, you can duplicate these every other one all the way down. Save yourself some time. And then we're going to go back here and quotify the next one in. The next one's going to be what? A rating. So you go get how they were rating. And then you're going to quotify this. And the next one's going to be the date and time. So you can go ahead and put in date and time. And I got that in a variable, and that's fine. If you don't want to use variables, you could use the text boxes that you have here and just start sliding things in right from the text box. And that would save you memory, and that's fine. That's a good way of doing it. Now we need average rating, and I think I missed one. Average rating. And then we need, looks like we need 2 more. A comma and the last one. All right, so let's go ahead and put this comma in here. And then the last one that goes in is the comment section. So you're going to put in comments. All right? And that, ladies and gentlemen, should run. Now you just want to go ahead and run your app and test it. And here we go. I'm going to go do that now. And I'm going to show you that hopefully it works. So we're going to go into test, Thunkable Live, break out your phone. Let's go find our Thunkable and scan that in. I wonder if somebody on my video could scan this in and get it to run to my table. And owner name is Tom Brady, and he is rating Peyton Manning. And tell us what you think. Awesome. And you're going to give him a 5-star rating. And I get a little error message here. Not found, could not use, or the API calls. And I really think by reading that, that my rating, this is probably just not set up yet. So you probably just want to refresh this page, and that should work. You might have to wait a little bit for this to get set up, okay, and then we should be good. So that should work. Keep calm and code on.